The shower I took yesterday was, how do I explain this? I had to practice breathing exercises while I was attempting to take a shower, but it sounded more like,
Sounds like you got some slum lords over there where you stay at.
yeah, I mean, there's just, we'll see. I mean, there's just posters that say, hey, please be patient with us.
It's too cold to be taking cold showers. Like, the shower is supposed to be a place where you have peace, where you warm up.
Yeah, it was no good. So I have not showered today. So the good news is we're separated by a wall.
I haven't showered today either.
Oh, okay.
I usually don't shower on Sundays before I come to work.
Do you shower on Sundays, period?
Depends on the Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
We've gone through this before. I usually, weekends are hit or miss if I got something to do. Like, I won't go Saturday, Sunday, and not shower until Monday. I'll shower at some point.
Sure.
But had I not had anything to do yesterday, I wouldn't have showered yesterday.
Okay.
If I didn't leave the house.
All right. Well, I did leave the house. Yesterday was my girlfriend's birthday, so I had to.
Happy birthday, Strophy girlfriend.
Strophy's girlfriend. Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday. Big 2-7 for
She's
her.
a cougar, right?
Yeah, she's got me by like 10 months.
Oh, wow. How does that feel?
I mean, she's a whole year older than me. Cougar.
Yeah, she's a cougar, man.
Like my women older.
Oh, okay. All right, now. I like that. I like them a little younger.
I've noticed, yeah.
What do you mean you've noticed?
Well, your girl's what, like 3 years younger than you?
Something like.
4?
Yeah, 3. Something like.
Okay. Yeah, so nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all. A girl like them younger. Heck.
It's true. 2 peas in a pod. So, yeah, no hot water in my apartment. Cold showers suck. Chris Orr, by the way, congratulations to him, former ESPN Wisconsin host. You heard him a couple of years ago on ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day, amongst some other programming on 100.5 ESPN of Madison. Hired this week as a new quality control coach with the Kansas City Chiefs. So good for Chris, the former Wisconsin Badger. But he was a huge proponent of cold showers every day. Like he said, rather than a cold plunge, take a cold shower. It builds up your immune system. It's good for you. I think that's crap. I mean, it sucked, man. I was shivering. I was attempting to breathe. So I don't know what to do. Like, we have access to showers in the building here. Is it weird to shower at work?
In emergency situations or homelessness, as you are homeless, by the way.
By definition, yeah.
Yeah, you are homeless. So, I mean, for you, it should be okay. I mean, you already are showering somewhere that you don't pay bills at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you might as well
hold on.
here.
Can we slow down and just for maybe somebody that doesn't understand? I'm not on the lease. I live in my girlfriend's apartment.
Yeah, he's homeless. He is not on the lease. He is one argument away from being on the street.
No, I'd be on Kyle's couch.
The hell you would.
You wouldn't let me in?
Nah.
If I called you, let's say it's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, right? Ring. Kyle, it's Shroff. Me and the girl got into an argument. Is it cool if I stay the night? You would say, yeah, I don't think so.
Well, see, the problem is that you seem like the type that after the argument, you come to my house and then you want to talk it out, right? So then you keep me up and you disturb my house. Like, you can sit on the couch, but I don't need your sob story.
So 2 things here. Number 1, rude. Number 2, accurate. You're probably right.
See, yeah. And unless it's real juicy, and I'm not as concerned about your relationship, so I really don't need to know all the tea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't need to know the tea.
All right, fair enough. You're having some home issues as well, is my understanding.
Yeah, so my biggest issue is that I share my cable. My cable provider that I have is a shared cable provider. And every 1 month, every 6 weeks or maybe every 4 weeks, it makes me reset the pass. It bumps me out. It kicks me out. And so then I have to reset the password over and over. It's not easy to reset. It takes steps to reset. It's not you just go there and you log into the account. It literally takes me 5 to 10 minutes to reset the password.
Slow down for a moment.
And it impacts 3 households.
Okay, I was going to say, so are you the one paying the bill?
I am not.
Whose account is it?
It is the primary Wallace household. The OG.
So your parents?
Well, I guess it's not the OG Wallace household in this city, but yes, my parents.
Okay, so it's your parents' account.
Yes.
And you are mooching off them.
I'm a family member. So
you are mooching off them.
I helped them set it up, and they provide me with access.
Okay, and because you are not the primary household, you were being logged out?
I have no idea, because you can have it on your phone, and on the phone, it kicked me out too. So I think they have some issues where they are making people log back in, and literally, they make you reset the password.
So were you watching like the NBA dunk contest? Because you said to me this morning, you said yesterday was all about Mac McClung.
Yes, from the highlights I saw, yesterday was all about Mac McClung and dunking. But I also wanted to watch the Badger game, But when I tried to watch the Badger game, it wouldn't let me log in. It had all these issues, and it doesn't take much for me to quit.
It was just, hey, this is taking too long. I'm done.
No, legitimately, I tried it. I tried to log in multiple times. Then I tried to reset the password. When I tried to reset the password, it gave me pushback, and I said, I'm good. But Mac McClung, they say, is the greatest dunker ever.
Yeah, no.
Why not?
Entertaining as hell. Don't get me wrong. He's not the greatest dunker ever.
Why is that?
You ever hear of a guy by the name of Vince Carter?
Yeah, Vince Carter was pretty entertaining, but I mean, 200, a score of 200? And Jason Richardson was on there.
All right, can we just be honest with one another for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. You be honest.
Dunk contest, cool concept.
Yeah.
It's run out of steam.
Well, because these guys suck.
Well, yeah, and that's a problem. Like the 3-point contest at least still features stars, right? Steph Curry's participated a bunch. Obviously, Damian Lillard's won it a few times.
Top 75 player all the time. Tyler Hero's the best player now in the Heat.
Yeah, Tyler Hero, who's the best player in the Heat, right? Buddy Hield, obviously really nice. Probably not a star, but a nice name.
Big name, local, and with San Francisco and the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
So,
it's a nice name regardless. When you look at the dunk contest, no disrespect to our guy Andre Jackson Jr., but it's just not really doing it for me.
Now, I mean, you got to be able to dunk. You got to be able to dunk. As Giannis said, if you do it, I'll do it with you. Talking about John Morant. That'd be cool.
See, that would bring
John Morant,
if you go Giannis and John Morant and you bring in big stars who would obviously be appealing, that would fix the NBA dunk contest.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they need to change the rules. I don't think they need to change how many attempts you get right. I think that's all fine and dandy. But when you literally, your average NBA fan probably knows what. Because of Mac McClung winning the 2 prior years, maybe you know who that is. But Mac McClung has scored a whopping 0 points in NBA action this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bench warmer. It's supposed to be about the stars, but I told you, I said it before on KBN on Friday, is that LeBron James ruined the dunk contest because he made it acceptable for stars not to have to participate. There used to be stars that participated that was just legendary. You're talking about from the Dominique Wilkins, and Spud Webb wasn't a star, but he was a talented player. You know, you're talking about guys like Vince Carter, as you just mentioned, Tracy McGrady. Like, you have guys who are either emerging stars or soon to be stars or actual stars. Jordan, emerging stars.
Right.
So like it lost its luster when LeBron James, the leader of the pack, said, I'm not doing a dunk contest. Now you have great young players like a John Morant. Did Zion ever do it?
No.
And so like he's known for being a great dunker before he got fat. And so my whole thing is like,
yeah, this is fat Zion.
But he literally, LeBron James made it acceptable for superstars not to have to do it. And that's unfortunate because people at the All-Star weekend, you want to see the All-Stars. You don't want to see the bench warmers G League players. You want to see the All-Stars dunking. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it legendary.
Yeah, the just looking at some of the stats of the guys that participated. Stephon Castle, he's a nice player. 13 points a game for the Spurs.
Oh, okay. That's how you say it? I thought it was I'm thinking of Vassell. They have like a Devin Vassell too. Or maybe they used to.
Way to derail this one, Kyle. Nicely done.
My bad.
Andre Jackson Jr. averages about 4 points a game. I mentioned Mac McClung has scored 0 points in NBA action this year. He has 2 assists, so 1 rebound. I mean, you've just got a bunch of guys who, again, if you're a hardcore NBA fan, sure, you know who these guys are. But if you're kind of like, if you're the NBA fan that's watching the NFL and going to get into college basketball and your NBA season probably doesn't start until after the All-Star break, you don't know who these guys are.
Not at all. Not at all. Most people don't know who Andre Jackson Jr. is in Milwaukee.
The people know who he is in Milwaukee.
No.
And Kyle, I'm just going to say I don't think it's because of NBA-related issues why they know who he is.
Oh, even him crashing.
He popped up in the news a couple months ago.
They'll forget. I guarantee you, I can ask multiple people around our office tomorrow who Andre Jackson Jr. is, and this is ESPN. And I guarantee you, most people do not know who he is. So, my mom don't know who Andre Jackson Jr. is, but you know who Damian Lillard is.
Right. And that's the problem for me. So I'll watch the All-Star game tonight. I do typically enjoy the All-Star game. But when you look at what
is it? Did they go back to a regular game, or they got 4 games, or
it's
3 teams?
It's a regular game this year.
A regular game. Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about maybe changing that up next year. But now you look at what the NHL is doing right now with the 4 nations.
A brawl?
I mean, you've got Canada versus USA yesterday, and there's, 5 fights in 9 seconds?
I guess because they booed the national anthem. Is that why?
Yeah, so this game was played in Canada.
So they booed them.
And the U.S. national anthem was obviously played, and it was booed.
So they threw hands. So they had to protect
They threw a lot of hands, and ultimately it created just this awesome environment. And I mean, hockey's doing it right. Now, I don't know what the way to do it in the NBA is, right? Maybe you go U.S. versus world, and then you have a team of Luka and Giannis
But you've done that
and
before.
Jokic. But you've only done it in the Rising Stars. You've never done it in the All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
So that would probably be at least a one-way or a one-year version of fixing some of the buzz issues. Now, again, I think the All-Star game gets more buzz than the dunk contest or the three-point contest. But to your point, if you have stars participating in the dunk contest, you're going to get 10 times as many eyes on it, right? Imagine if you have a Luka or a LeBron or a Giannis or a Ja Morant, etc. If you throw those names on the dunk contest, naturally you are going to get more buzz for it. So, a little disappointing. Congrats to Mac McClung, I guess.
I mean,
Wins
Mac
3 in a
McClung,
row.
I mean, and the funny thing about it
he's
is-
done cool things, but it's just like a lot of people are going, okay, this is the dude we watched in high school yamming it down 6 years ago when mixtapes were still a big thing on Facebook.
I think it'd be cool if Matt McClung went up against real NBA players. Wouldn't that be fascinating? I think that would have some juice. Can he go for a 4-peat going up against a guy such as like a Ja Morant, going up against an actual rising star or a current star?
And maybe, right? And again, this goes to at least they try new things because I remember last year, 2 years ago, they did the Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu three-point challenge.
Which was fun.
That was a fun, different idea. Clearly, we need that in NBA All-Star.
Honestly, I just hate how soft people have gotten. People are scared of competition. People are scared of not winning, losing, right? And you can't fear losing.
That was beautiful, Kyle.
Nah, thank you. I'm just being honest. That's
Should
what
give
it
that
comes
speech in 30 NBA locker rooms.
down to. No, I mean, I don't think it would work very well. Who was this broke boy talking to us?
He's motivational. He knows what he's talking about.
I try to be. I told you I would love to be like the guy like Gary Vee. If I could just go around giving motivational speeches, I want to be like a coach, a life coach.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Kyle Wallace will give you a free pep talk if you call in this morning.
More than happy to. I can't wait to give my children pep
800-990-3776.
talks.
Most impressive win of the season yesterday afternoon, rather,
I couldn't even watch it.
for the Wisconsin Badgers, despite Kyle not being able to watch it due to
Heard it
his
was an
cable.
ejection.
There was.
I saw
we'll
it.
get into that. Rob Domofsky, our buddy, who covers the Packers for ESPN, he was not happy. So much to the point of he texted me separately after I tweeted back at him. And he's very upset with referees in college for not calling illegal screens. But yeah, Kamari McGee ejected from that game. But the Badgers go to Mackey and beat number 7 Purdue last night.
It's a big deal.
We will get into that game coming up next. I want to explain why this game means so much and why it was such a big win for the Badgers. As we are 4 weeks from Selection Sunday, right? 4 weeks from today, we will have a bracket.
Going fast, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming fast. So it's time to gear up. It's time to lock in on college basketball. We will talk a little Wisconsin Badgers. We will talk to Jason Wilde. We will talk to Craig Karmazin. All still ahead. Jason going to join us at 10:30 breaking news. So his normal time today. I know the birthday boy yesterday, by the way, Jason Wilde.
Was it his birthday?
It was his birthday yesterday, yes. So we will catch up on the birthday festivities and the fatherly festivities and all things green and gold with him at 10:30. But coming up next, want to dive into the Badgers win over Purdue last night at Mackey. Biggest win of the season. I'll tell you why it's so important for Greg Gard and that staff and that team. Coming up next, it's Sunday Karma with you right here, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way, I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Fingers come in different sizes,
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler,
and a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
The Ring Size Registry at Kessler's.
we're doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our ring size registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size,
Because, maybe they want to surprise you.
all they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer with the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Show podcasts, team-centric feeds, and listening live whenever, wherever. All of that in the palm of your hand. The Wisconsin On Demand app, available in the Apple or Android App Store.
I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking this good. I'm in my prime. These gotta get played. If these ain't mad, I need to go harder. I can't let them think we the same. Sitting up like a horse, pretty like a portrait. Mouthful of diamonds and porcelain. I know I'm gorgeous. Little bitty waist, big. I don't need no corset.
Karma with Craig Karmazin on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Yeah, Sunday Karma with you this Sunday morning of the NBA All-Star Game. Chef Ed is here to correct the record. Strofe hasn't been paying attention to the All-Star Game. Chef Ed told Kyle in the break. Strofe's wrong. Chef Ed told Kyle in the break.
Chef Ed, should he be fired for being wrong?
We bring in Chef Ed now on the Cardinals Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Happy Sunday, Chef Ed. What's up?
Good morning, Strofe. Yeah, being the good Karma Brands employee that I am, I consider myself a good Karma Brands employee.
Yeah, pro bono.
All the merchandise you got, yes.
Yeah, I still keep winning as well, but I don't get paid. But Strofe, the All-Star Game today, it's TNT is dominating it because it's on TNT. So there's four teams, and the teams, all the players that were voted in were drafted by. They had put them on the draft board, and they were drafted by Shaq Barkley and Kenny Smith. They picked their players, and then the fourth team consists of the rising stars. So they go, and the first team to score to 40 points wins and advances. and then the next team, when it gets to 45, and then those two teams play for the finals. That's how it's going to work this year.
I like that. Thanks, Jeff Ed, for correcting the record on that. Appreciate the call, as always, on the Cardinals Talking text line. So, it's a 4-team format this year, which is better. They're trying new things. And as Kyle and I were talking about with the dunk contest, this is good. This is an improvement, I think. We'll see. I'll watch it. It makes me more intrigued to watch it.
No, it should, but you didn't even know about it. So
no, I didn't. So it tells you how good of a job I've been doing paying attention to the All-Star game. NBA guy. I want to get to college basketball, though, because for all of our listeners on 100.5 ESPN Madison, for years and years now, you've heard me defend Greg Gard. I believe at one point I was the resident Greg Gard defender on ESPN Madison. And that remains the same here on February 16th, 2025. After Bucky goes to Mackey and beats number 7 Purdue yesterday in a big-time win. It's the biggest win of the year, without a doubt, for Wisconsin, who really didn't have a signature win that you were raving about post-Thanksgiving, right? They had that nice win over, at the time, number 9 Arizona before Thanksgiving at the Kohl Center, which was a nice win, by all means, right? They scored 100 points in the victory, and we were still kind of getting – it was game 4 of the season. So we were still kind of getting used to what this new Wisconsin team looked like. But that's the important part right there, this new Wisconsin team. Nobody had a tougher time this offseason than Wisconsin when it came to the transfer portal, the NIL, etc., and losing contributing pieces. AJ Storr gets a ton of money.
$700?
I think it was more than that. To go to Kansas.
Kansas, what a bad return on investment.
Yeah, he's barely playing now.
And they're not
for
playing
the Jayhawks
significantly well.
But AJ Storr, who was the leading scorer on this Wisconsin team last year, leaves and gets the bag from Kansas. Your multiple-year starting point guard, Chucky Hepburn, gets paid big time to go to Louisville. And that's a damn good college basketball player, and he's having a really nice season at Louisville. But starts 3 years for Wisconsin and leaves for Louisville. Connor Essegian, a guy his freshman year who played significant minutes off the bench, became a really good perimeter shooter for this Wisconsin team. Kind of saw his minutes dwindle a year ago. I mean, he did see his minutes dwindle a year ago.
He got benched.
He takes a trip to Nebraska. And then there's just a ton of other names. You lose Tyler Wall because he runs out of eligibility. I mean, you lose a ton of key pieces in the offseason, and you have to reload. So you go out and get guys by the names of John Tonje.
Who?
Exactly. And Xavier Amos.
Huh?
Exactly. Guys you've never heard of who are
Xavier
playing.
Doesn't even really play.
No, he does. He saw a few minutes yesterday and contributed nicely against Purdue yesterday. But he's been a guy who hasn't played a ton. I mean, when you look across what this Badger team trotted out there throughout the year this year, it's a team where it's either guys that didn't play last year at all, right? Think of a guy like Jack Janicki who got 17 minutes yesterday.
And he was a walk-on originally, wasn't he?
He was a walk-on, right. He scored 11 points yesterday in the win for the Badgers. Carter Gilmore got 24 minutes.
Now, why don't you like Carter?
I'm off the I'm off that.
Okay. Were you on that publicly or was that off air?
That was privately, but it's okay. It's all right. I didn't understand why Carter Gilmore was playing as many minutes as he was the last couple of years.
Why would you have to be private about that? I mean, I like Carter Gilmore because he was a beast in high school.
He's a local guy.
Yeah, Arrowhead.
You're right. He's an Arrowhead kid. He's a Wisconsin guy.
Earned it. I mean,
right.
He's
earned
contributes. He's never going to be a star.
But the thing is, he's not completely inept offensively now. I mean, the previous 2 years for Carter Gilmore, opposite teams' defenses wouldn't guard him. If he had the basketball, they knew he wasn't shooting. Now he is. He's added that shot to his game, and he's become a little bit more of a threat. So I'm good with the 24 minutes yesterday. Obviously, Kamari McGee gets ejected 8 minutes into the game, or 10 minutes into the game.
I saw why he got ejected. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened.
Well, the NCAA officials aren't calling illegal screens. I mean, it's just what's happening. 90% of illegal screens aren't getting called.
So did they say that he hit him where the sun don't shine on purpose, or what?
Correct. Yeah.
But did he even hit him where the sun don't shine?
I mean, I didn't ask him. I don't know if any reporters did.
Looked like he was fighting through the screen.
That's what it looked like to me too. I mean, it was bad, and if you call it a foul, fine, still bad, but an ejection is bonkers. But the Badgers, regardless, able to overcome and win that game. So it's a 94-84 win, 10-point win for Wisconsin, who is shooting the heck out of the three-point ball. Made 12 of them yesterday, 40% from outside. For Wisconsin standards this year, they were bad at the charity stripe. Only 75% from the line yesterday. This was the biggest win of the season for the Wisconsin Badgers. This, pretty much solidifies the fact they'll be in the NCAA tournament now. If it wasn't already solidified, yesterday's win's going to solidify that 4 weeks out from Selection Sunday. No matter what they do in the Big Ten tournament, I think they're safe. I mean, they've been that good this year. But for a team that had to completely rebuild from the portal, and the guys that stayed really weren't huge pieces outside of Stephen Crowell, Max Klesmit, and John Blackwell. You have a bunch of guys that step up. Nolan Winter playing 28 minutes yesterday. I mentioned Carter Gilmore playing 24. Jack Janicki playing 17 off the bench. Kamari McGee, been a nice piece, but ejected from yesterday's game. But been a nice piece that's developed over the course of the last few years. Can't give enough credit to Greg Gard and that staff for what they've been able to do with this Wisconsin team when they could sit back and say, whoa, we lost everybody in the portal. This new age of college basketball stinks. No, they completely reinvented themselves. They're three-point shooters. They're getting to the line. They've built the roster kind of from scratch. And John Tonje has evolved into one of the best players in all of college basketball right in front of our eyes. Pretty incredible what Wisconsin's been able to do this year under head coach Greg Gard. So, yes, I am a Greg Gard defender, but this is proof. This guy is a damn good basketball coach. Will it translate to March is now the question you have to wonder. Hopefully is the answer, but we won't know until about 4.5 weeks from now when March Madness gets underway. We'll dive a little bit more into that win a bit later, but coming up next, we will head to, I don't think he's physically in Green Bay, but we will metaphorically head to Green Bay.
He's doing a dad thing.
Yeah, I think he's got some sort of sports. He'll fill us in on this Sunday morning. But Jason Wilde's going to join us next, the three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, co-host of Wilde and Tausch, to break down all things green and gold. I've got a concern about how the Packers handle this offseason. We will have that conversation with Kyle and Jason Wilde. Coming up next, Alex Drove, Kyle Wallace with you right here on Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Champs Americana in Brookfield, the Sandlots of Salem in Salem Lakes, Kelly's Bleachers Big Bend, Magoo's on the Mound in Milwaukee, and Curly's Waterfront Sports Bar and Grill in Pewaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a walk-up with central air and a skylight, and you found it. Now, every Friday night, you get to fall asleep to the sound of your downstairs neighbors' dance parties. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Running a business is tough. There are platforms to juggle, channels to grow, and connections to build. Success is not solo. It's built in your community through every connection and every customer. And we're here to help you thrive faster, smarter, and stronger with tools that simplify the chaos, data that delivers real insights, and expertise built for businesses like yours. We're ready for the challenge. Visit successeslocal.com today to start your free trial. That's successeslocal.com. Let's conquer local together.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years from their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee. Their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit GreatImpress.com. That's GreatImpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Go to rawhide.org/donate and help them realize a brighter future today.
The new year is here, and we all know it's the perfect time to hit the reset button. Let's be real, guys. Feeling confident in how you look and feel isn't just for women. That's where Quintessa Aesthetic Center comes in. From now through March 31st, Quintessa is offering exclusive packages to help you start 2025 as a more confident you. Whether it's weight loss plans or even IV therapy, Quintessa has personalized options backed by medical experts to help you look and feel your absolute best. Visit myquintessa.com to learn more. Make 2025 the year you feel confident inside and out.
While we wouldn't say driving is a strong suit,
Don't give me the bus to drive on a Monday.
we're still putting these Packers trades in the fast lane.
Did you yell America when you hit the accelerator?
So Myles Garrett says he wants out. Show of hands, who thinks Myles Garrett would upgrade the Packers pass rush? Chewy, are you raising your hand?
They're going to sign up across the praying for Myles
It's
Garrett?
time to pray, Gabe.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN and on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel. Start the day with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
When you're paid like an A player, you have to play like an A player, not a B player, and he has never played like an A player.
On 94.5 ESPN, streaming on the Wisconsin On Demand app and on video at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Tony Cole.
Let the band play.
It's Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The beauty of doing live radio is things are always subject to change, including what time your kid's basketball team plays on a Sunday morning. So we're going to bump Jason Wilde to about 11:15 this morning. We will dive more into all things green and gold coming up then. I want to wrap a bow on this Badgers conversation, though, because yesterday's win for the Badgers at Mackey against Purdue, as I said before, it is by far the biggest win of the season for Wisconsin. I think it effectively solidifies their place in the NCAA tournament. Not that you were worried about that. They've been a top 25 team all year, but they haven't really had that win yet, right? They beat Arizona in November. It was only the fourth game of the season. Arizona was probably overranked at that point. They're still a good team, Arizona is, but